Good day, you beautiful people of YouTube. It's the Mad Marine. And, well, usually when I'm doing videos like this, we're going on an ammo hunt. But that is not today. Today, it looks like I'm sitting in traffic. Because, yeah, it's Atlanta, and traffic sucks here. So, yeah, going actually to Glock. So, Glock is actually being closed because of the Kung Flu. And, Little Bluebird told me that the walk-in service department has kind of done a soft open. So they're open, but they haven't told anyone yet. I guess me telling all you guys, we'll just have to keep it a secret. But hopefully that's true and I'm not wasting a trip. But thankfully it's not terribly far away from where I'm located. So it's worth the opportunity to take some things in, just get them checked out, see if anything is getting a little old. You know, usually they'll replace internals. They'll change out low capacity magazines for standard capacity magazines. And yeah, they also do night sights, like factory night sights. If you want those, I think it's like $67.50 if you want. They'll replace your factory night sight or factory sights or your sights with factory night sights, and the night sights are decent. They're pretty solid for night sights. Not the best thing ever, but pretty good. So yeah, just off to Glock and gonna exchange some mags. Take the 32 in because it's actually never been serviced as far as I know, and they'll also put an extended slide release on your pistol for free. So that's pretty cool. And that's just, you know, hey, one of the benefits that living in Atlanta is, you know, hey, Glock is located in Smyrna, just right outside of Atlanta, and so you can swing by there as needed. The other thing is you can always mail yours off to Glock if you need be, and the services pretty much cost nothing with the exception of the night sights that I mentioned. Everything else would be free. So that's nice. I do know other manufacturers do that as well, but for me, it's just a huge convenience to just pop in the car and drive a short distance down the road. Well, it's a short distance, may take longer in this traffic, but yeah, to get your Glocks looked at. Anyway, maybe I'll get some video of the facility. Probably not too much. Now, when you do come to Glock, they are a little fickle. You're gonna have to go and show them your driver's license, get a visitor badge. They'll clear all your weapons. They don't want you to bring any ammunition in, so don't bring any ammunition in. Yeah, you can usually sit there is the way it normally works, sit in their lobby, and it's a nice little lobby. It's fairly comfortable. I've spent some time sitting in there waiting for them to service Glocks. Usually, I think the longest I've spent there is about 2 hours. I think about the shortest I've spent there is about 45 minutes. So it just depends on how busy they are and how many Glocks you bring in. There are also, you know, sometimes police departments that show up and have like, you know, 40, 50 Glocks, and they're like, here you go. And that definitely slows down some things. But I probably will not record anything with the security checkpoint because, you know, that's their security. I'm sure they don't want to broadcast it. I'm not going to do that. I might record maybe like the from inside the lobby. I feel that's pretty safe. But anyway, this is the Mad Marine. Let's see what Glock's all about. Hopefully they're open. So the black awning is what you need to go to once you come through security. They're not letting anyone into the waiting room, which is here, which is kind of cool. Because like if you look through here, I don't know if you can see it too well through the reflection here, but that's the waiting room, little sitting area. I don't know if you can see too well through the reflection. But yeah, it's a nice little waiting room. But they took a couple of my things, should be about 45 minutes. All right, back from Glock, and unfortunately the lobby was closed. That being said, like, hey, got everything I wanted done there, and was just gonna go over what they changed out. Just a few little no's if you ever happen to be in the area. Now you can send your guns to Glock, and they will help you out and take care of them. However, you know, you do have to ship through, I believe, an FFL to them, and there's a whole process, and you'll have to contact Glock to figure out their process. But, you know, did want to talk about some things here. Now, let's go ahead and Look at both weapons. They are clear. Nothing in the barrels, nothing in the chambers. And we're going to go ahead and send these things forward. Go ahead, fire off into the fridge, and the fridge lives one more day. All right, so let's talk about the Glocks real quick. So really, I just took this lower frame, and I did not take the slide. But I took the lower frame here, and they just updated some things. One thing they'll do for you is they'll add an extended slide release, which is very nice, you know. Makes it a little bit more useful, grab onto. Some people don't like it because they feel like it'll catch on things. I personally have never had that be an issue. But, you know, if it's a concern for you, maybe it's not the best option. Now, a couple of things. Let's see if I can get the paper in here. So they replaced the slide lock spring, the slide lock lever. They had the slide stop lever extended, so they added that. Replaced the trigger bar, or the trigger with trigger bar. And then, so that's all they did for this one right here. The Glock 32, they did a lot more. So they replaced the firing pin safety assembly small, the spring loaded bearing, the firing pin itself. And what else did they replace here? Yeah, firing pin spring, recoil spring, slide lock spring, slide stop lever extended. And then the really cool thing is if you have low capacity magazines or really old magazines and you want to exchange them out, they will take your low capacity and bring them up to standard capacity mags. So I had a few of those kicking around, and they helped me out with that. So, which was nice, and I appreciate that. So, however, I believe if you live in one of those freedom-hating states, they won't do that for you for shipping it. So that's just something to be aware of. Or if you have a driver's license in that state, I don't believe they'll change you out. But anyway, yeah, so, and here's the best part about this. I don't think it says on here, but the total cost for me on all of this was nothing. It was free, which is a great service that Glock does. You know, if you bring in their firearm and for some reason there actually is something wrong with it, they'll work to fix it. If your firearm is damaged beyond repair, they have kind of a buyback program that they'll do. I think it used to be, don't quote me on this, that if like your gun was destroyed and not safe to shoot, they would give you like a program where you could get like a used one for $300, whatever you wanted if they had it, or they'd get a new one for $350, and that'd be any Glock. So you wouldn't, like, say for instance the Glock 32 was trashed, right, and it was no longer serviceable or safe to shoot, I could bring it into Glock and they would give me a letter saying like, hey, like, don't sell this, we don't guarantee its safety, but if you want, you know, you can trade it in, and for $350, or they'll give me a brand new one, whatever I want. Now, it does not have to be another Glock 20 or 32. It could be a Glock 27. It could be a Glock 24. Whatever it is, they'll exchange it for you. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, so that was just my quick trip to Glock. Unfortunately, couldn't show you the lobby. They have a bunch of videos playing. One thing when you do show up, they don't really like loaded firearms, so if you have loaded firearms, don't bring them, or if you are bringing them, make sure you leave them in the car. They don't want to see any loaded firearms there. And then, but yeah, so one of the great things about living in Atlanta, you know, Smyrna, Georgia is not too far away, and then here's the address for Glock, and reach out to them if you ever have any problems, concerns, or questions. But anyway, just another good experience at Glock. They've been open since July 4th of 2021 is when they opened the week after July 4th. They opened their service department back up to the public. So for those of you nearby and need to stop in and want to just get some updating to your Glocks, go for it. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this quick video. And if you ever have any questions, comments, or concerns, please reach out. Always happy to help. And I will catch you next time.